Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another recording session of Hearthstone. And that means another episode of Hearthstone too. First things first, let me ask everybody to turn off any ad blockers, whitelist me, or subscribe. I'm trying to push subscribing to the front, get more subscribers. So let's see, I have been doing some curating, we need to do just a little bit more curating. Get rid of this win 5 games, if we can. Apparently we can't. So, that leaves us with a clear path. We have Shaman and Warlock to play on for however many episodes that takes us to get all 3 of these quests done. These quests don't counteract each other, so cast 40 spells. With Shaman and Warlock, pretty good chance of that. Maybe we'll have a little bit of trouble with that, and then deal 100 damage to enemy heroes. That should be fine. We are at 778 total wins, 66 arena wins. We haven't done an arena in a while because we are still saving up for Blackrock Mountain. And we have 304 total levels. This quite possibly, that was Shaman and Warlock, right? Yeah, Shaman and Warlock. This is quite possibly the last or second to last, I would say probably second to last episode we will be recording. Recording session, so not episode. It's probably this last or second to last recording session before Blackrock Mountain comes out. Unless Blackrock Mountain for some reason doesn't come out right around April 1st. If it does come out, then definitely, yeah. We're gonna probably have 1,500, maybe we'll be able to get to the 1,750 goal that we had adjusted our expectations to. It's hard to tell if that's going to be enough gold or not. I may end up in April doing a lot of extra days of recording Hearthstone. We may do episodes.
Shall bring victory.
So I'll probably end up,
shall be mine.
well, depending on whether or not quests can be achieved on Blackrock Mountain adventure thing, which I don't suspect they can. It's very possible I will be doing episodes for Blackrock Mountain and then episodes for quests, which would get me some more gold, but will be a lot of work. Let's see. What did I talk about last time? I think probably last time I was either in the middle of or hadn't even begun discussing that I was doing the Stanley Parable to replace Bastion. And now I am completely done with the Stanley Parable. It really was only a few days of recording to get all of its multiple endings, since the game's not that long.
Job's done.
I have to admit, I don't feel I did the order of the endings correct. I didn't. Basically, in the first episode, got the only good ending you could get, whereas I probably should have saved that for the very end, so it would have been more impactful. And I really didn't get as much thought-provokingness out of the Stanley Parable as I thought I might, which was a little surprising to me. But, oh well, not every game has to be the every game has to be a pinnacle of perfection. Certainly, we've done series that have had other issues. So one of those series we have done in the past that I've arguably felt as though it had, well, it definitely has some issues, was the Talisman, which is now announced a DLC called The Road to Gehenna, which Gehenna, if you've watched my Binding of Isaac series enough, you will recognize as commonly referred to as hell, or translated to hell. But I don't know if I'm gonna do the Talos Principle. I've seen some mods for the Talos Principle too, and I'm like, well, do you want me to cover mods? Is that really within my purview? It's an interesting question as a critic. Should I consider or reward a game creator who is selling a game for money based on modifications made by the fan base? If it were a free game and people had made mods and they had really encouraged people to do that, that's one thing. Well, it slightly changes it, but it's still not really a big change. As a critic, I have to assume that I have to judge a game by the content that's actually made by the player. Let's say Minecraft, in a lot of ways, is a similar situation. If I'm just going to review Minecraft proper, which, why, everybody probably already knows what Minecraft is, then
Why do you fall?
if I'm gonna review Minecraft proper, then I can't take into effect mods. I can't take into count
Not quite what was planned.
oops. I can't take into account things that aren't added to Minecraft by itself. And frankly, if I did do that, I wouldn't be fair, because most people are gonna buy Minecraft. Well, a lot of people, at least, are gonna buy Minecraft and never put a mod. So if I say Minecraft is great because of all the mods, and really don't feel in my heart that it is that great of a game without the mods, well, that's not a real fair review. And that's kind of the problem with the Talos Principle doing mods, is like, well, if some of those mods are really great, that's fine.
Not all who want them
But
are
it's
lost.
not going to, that doesn't add or take away from the game you actually got when you purchased it and hit go.
Tadingo! Yes!
Recently watched a French video. This guy was going for the longest
Salam crush or master!
the longest possible
Job's done.
single turn in Hearthstone. And what he was doing was he was playing against himself, two different accounts, and he had managed to manipulate the situation so he had a full deck of these Prophet Valens, and what he would make one Prophet Valen, put like what the cards he wanted to beef up the ability. So this doubles the damage of your healing spells and damage spells. So he'd do some things to that, as many things as he could to one. Then he'd use like a mimic card to mimic it, so it would have all the abilities on the next one. And then if he had some more cards, he'd do some more to this one, to the next one, then use a mimic card to do this. And he had something going on where he got a copy for every spell that this is not gonna work well for him.
Master! Me! Now you feel pain! Handle it!
I'll get right on it.
And so sorry, I'm having one of those early morning moments. Tell you lately, I've just been really tired. I have totally screwed up insomnia and all that, and I'm falling asleep like at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, waking up at 9 o'clock, staying up till 4 o'clock in the morning, and then sleeping for another 4 hours. So I can't even get 8 hours straight in a row anymore.
Handle it!
I'm master of magics.
And he took out my guy. It's no fun. But yeah, so he had a bunch of those Valens, a bunch of other cards, and at the end of the day, he figured out a way to get himself that mage card that does 3 strikes with random enemies, and let's see.
Vaporization commencing.
And so he got a full hand of those that normally would do just 3 damage to random enemies, and he gave an ice shield spell to the other guy, so he would not die in that turn. It would just take him down to 1. And so he had all those Prophet Valens doubling it and doubling it, doubling, and all kinds of cards doubling.
Must
to the
cleanse
point
the
where
sun
it was
well.
like each one of those cards that usually does 3 strikes said it would do 25,641 or something. Some hugely high number.
Vaporization commencing.
Just do our best to see what we can do.
Job's done.
Guess that's it for us. So he had a full deck, each one saying it would do 25,000 and such. And so because it's actually just going through the animation in the turn, it's not activating the 30-second rope timer on it. So all he had to do at the very beginning, and this is something I didn't even know about Hearthstone, is that he played like all his entire hand of that spell right then and there. You don't have to wait. So he just played them all and left it going for, it was gonna estimate for about 43 hours of just the game figuring out what it's gonna do and dealing out the damage and showing the animation, and he just left it going there. And I think right near the end he he lost either connection to Twitch or it crashed or something. So I don't know if he really is gonna qualify for a world record, but it was a very interesting thought to me about
For
just
Doomhammer.
how
The
could you make
elements will
this game
destroy
that has
you.
been specifically made to be somewhat quick. I sometimes complain about it being too slow, but it is designed to be somewhat quick, and he's found a loophole to, one, do a massively ridiculous high amount of damage, and two, continue a turn far beyond the limits that they ever really expected anybody to do.
What you want?
I don't know if that was the right move or not.
Done. What you want?
So, let's see. I've just been so busy lately, I haven't been able to do any of the, yeah, let's play this right here. That way I can do this. Back in the face. I think that'll work pretty well. But yeah, I haven't been able to do any Plague Inc. recording, and I haven't been able to do any Minecraft or the code 2, which I will do as soon as I get time. It's not really that high of a priority, because alright, so watch this planning. We do this, and then this.
Taste my steel!
Yeah, that worked really well. But yeah, I'll do the code 2. It's not a high priority. I have a lot of episodes there. I'm probably overcommitting myself. I probably will need to eventually start replacing whatever's going to be in the time slot of the Stanley Parable. If I was smart, which I'm not probably going to be doing, is I would say that the Minecraft is replacing the Stanley Parable, and then because of that, I'm not going to I'm gonna go back to just 3 releases. But as I've said before, if I was smart, it should be the name of my biography. Plus, there's just so many old games, though.
Job's done.
Just so many old games that I want to cover. One of the old games I'd like to cover, and I don't know how I'd even do that, is I would love to get like this new collection of Borderlands 2, the pre-sequel. I've personally only played Borderlands, I think all of the DLC for Borderlands 1. I've played Borderlands 2, and I'm not sure if I played any of the DLC on Borderlands 2. Well, I did get like that one with the robot, and I played a little bit of that, but it didn't catch my attention. So the girl Gage, I think is her name. I think I got that, but I don't know if that was really a DLC or it's just a new character. for like a pre-order bonus. So I haven't played any of the Tales from the Borderlands, which I would like to do, even if I didn't do any of the other Borderlands. I'd love to do all the Tales things. I haven't done. Let's see.
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
I could have gotten him up to a 10-10. Oh well.
Well played.
I haven't played any of the Borderlands pre-sequel, and let's see, if the pre-sequel has any DLC, which I think it does, I don't think I've played any, obviously I haven't played any of that. So there's a lot of Borderlands I mean, they say it's like 170 hours of 170 plus hours of gameplay. So let's see, how could I do this? It would be almost certainly, if I was going to do Borderlands and with the new collection, I almost definitely would want to start at the beginning and just do a whole series, play 1 hour a day for 170 days. It's almost a straight year of just Borderlands.
Victory on death! Your soul
That's
shall be
something
mine!
I've already done once, but to do it again is a rather daunting task. Now, certainly I have done 170 hours of varied game footage already, absolutely. But to put it all to what is possibly considered just one game would be a lot. Plus, I'm not sure you're really... a lot of the run and gun shooter things are just...
Job's done.
Are just running and gunning, so I would have to be playing on fast forward the whole time. Yeah, I think that we would want to run to the
Handle it!
from cutscene to cutscene, basically trying to get to the cutscenes and the boss fights type stuff. We wouldn't want to be doing a lot of grinding. I very easily would beat all of Borderlands without hitting the max level.
Why do you call?
And then the characters still don't believe they import. I don't think at any point any of them can be transferred into any new version. And that's really the problem with Borderlands, and it needs to come about in Borderlands 3, and I hope they figure that out. And the message is there is that I would really like any possible character that I'd put a lot of time into to be importable to Borderlands 3.
As you command.
I'm kind of demanding that every single playable character needs to be playable in Borderlands 3.
Charge forward!
And then I would say don't bother introducing any more characters in Borderlands 3. Instead, just introduce well, let's see. I was just gonna say customize it, just introduce customizations.
I am master of magics.
You can be a siren, and you can pick from this list of skills that you might unlock as you level up. And so, even amongst sirens, you can. There is a possibility of having different skills. Of course, that kind of hurts with the story because they said that only 7 sirens are known to exist in the entire universe.
The gates are open.
already seen potentially 4 of them. Maybe 3. Maybe just 3. Let's see.
Behold the might of Stormwind! Shaman!
Oh, that's gonna suck.
Hit it very hard. Hit it very hard.
Vaporization commencing.
I think a customization, just like custom modes, and then every previous character that you've made playable are fine. I think that works. Alright, so I'm seeing 9 damage. If he can't get me down, he's lost. Well, that's another way to save himself. Interesting choice of moves. Alright, bring this guy out.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
There is something about Warlock. It is just a burnout level. Okay. I haven't seen anybody actually use Iron Juggernaut. Shuffle a mine into your opponent's deck. When drawn, it explodes and does 10 damage. So I have to keep my life basically above
I'll get right on it.
and because of that, I
For the Alliance!
don't want to draw cards either.
That's not a valid target.
Alright. But yeah, there's just this burnout on Borderlands that you just play too much of it. I probably put easily 120 hours in the Borderlands. So they say possibly 170 hours. That's for more than likely just an estimate of playing everything only once.
Need you to master.
Is this really necessary?
So I don't know what to do there. But there are some great cards. There's just a lot of shooting in and all in the middle. I don't know how I would. And there's not a lot of grinding either. It's really just the grinding already is in the side quests, which are I'm kind of complaining that Borderlands is too good of a game. Is really the problem. It's really just too good of a game. And
I am master
For
of
master!
you end up spending, or I end up spending so much time enjoying it. It's just way too long. But I would like to play it, man. And it was on sale too. At least one bundle was $10 for Borderlands 1 and 2. Just $10 for both of those. It's pretty good, but then when you start talking DLC, you might be bumping that back up to $100 worth of DLC. I imagine the smart. If I draw the mine right now, that would be trouble. Imagine the smart move would be to just skip 1 and 2.
vaporization
Probably
commencing.
skip the pre-sequel. And start fresh on 3. There's at least a good chance that you won't have important starting from scratch like everybody else. Even though I wish that wasn't the case, it's almost certain it is going to be the case. And maybe they figured out that that is the right way to do it, because it lets the new people and the experts be on somewhat balanced ground. So maybe 3, and definitely I wanted to do the tails at some point. Of course, that all gets back to the finances things,
Thrall
which
versus
is
Gul'dan.
somewhat
Your soul shall be mine.
somewhat
For
improving.
Doomhammer.
My video talking about pre-ordering Black Rock Mountain at this point is over 200 views. So if I could get to that mythical 301 number that YouTube
Bring out your
sets as kind of the bare minimum of whether a video is important enough for them to even take a little bit of interest in it, that's pretty good. Let's see. So I'd like it to get to 300. I'm very surprised that the video that I put out that catches the most people's attention is a really short video. It is just talking about the pre-order being available. Maybe it's because I did the titles a little bit different. Maybe it's because I did the tags. Maybe it's because I got it out. Almost certainly a lot of it has to do with I got it out the day of. So I kind of got a little bit of a new scoop there, just in the sense that I saw it pretty early and was able to get the video out, recorded and out, and published pretty fast. And so that really got it up there. A lot of my other videos are still having problems of they only have one view, and that one view is quite possibly just me. A lot of videos that are coming out even after seeing the Black Rock Mountain videos are not getting put in front of people's eyes. Subscribers, my subscribership is very low. I did get 1 new subscriber since the last recording, which is progress. It puts me up to 5 subscribers as of this recording, but that needs to be like 3,000 to 15,000 in my opinion. That's what I would like it to be at. Alright, so I can turn this down to a 1-1 with taunt. I think that would be smart. Done. But yeah, I need lots of subscribers and lots of subscribers that actually go back and watch the videos.
Put this apple on your head.
Random people that subscribe and don't watch it. That's fine too. If you want to, I'd rather you randomly look at one of my videos, subscribe after that, and then never look at my other videos again, than randomly look at one of my videos and not subscribe, and then turn around and never watch it.
Ready to ride. Taste my steel.
Done. Alright, so I don't know if that was the right move to owl the wolf or not.
Bring out your dead.
My shield for Argon.
I guess I'll leave it as a bit of a tease for next episode. I've learned some new. Most people probably, only a few people. Let me start that over. Unless you watched 1 or 2 very specific episodes of Hearthstone, most people probably don't realize that I've been trying to become a sort of comic book fan with the DC New 52 reboot and trying to collect the trade paperbacks of all of that and stuff, and something has occurred now which has really made me rethink that thought, and it's kind of like I'm feeling that I'm going to gracefully bow out from a lot of that. Part of that definitely the fact that I'm playing video games again, because the only reason I got into comic books was because I wasn't playing video games. But some of it definitely has to do with some new developments that I'll talk about in the next episode or the episode after that. So stay tuned for that. I won't get into it because it's probably a slightly long rant, and I think at this point I've already done 5 games, or this is the 5th game, so it's time. Also, it's starting to get to the summer as I'm recording, and if you can hear my air conditioner going off, blasting cold air, I really can't do anything about that. Sorry, I just cannot schedule my air conditioner to come on and then go off and record. I'm just too busy. I pretty much need to be recording as much as possible with some realistic breaks in between.
Why do you roar?
So, hopefully you can't hear it, but it is going full blast and I can hear it right now. This is a terrible situation I'm in.
Almost out of time.
Beat me. It's fine. Just end it here. We made some progress today. Made some progress. So we've cast 16 out of 40 spells. So if we do that for the next 2 episodes, we should get that done. And we got 2 victories out of 5. So if we keep up this pace next episode, we should be fine too. So everything looks like it's gonna be fine, which is good news. But let's go ahead and wrap up this episode. I'm still trying to figure out how I could make Hearthstone quicker, because all my series need to be quicker, but I short of just like cutting things, I don't know. I'm still looking for suggestions on just how can I make a Hearthstone game go quicker without editing or cutting the number of games to the point where you're gonna see one game, but it's not gonna ever finish any of the quests. Anyways, if you think of anything, let me know. As always, I ask you to like this video, subscribe to my channel, share this video, comment if you want to, or if you don't want to. Comments help. And watch every second of my videos. That helps me. I have fan funding enabled. Click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Have not received any fan funding so far, but that's not really to be unexpected, since none of the videos that have even mentioned fan funding have really come out. But that would be really nice if it did start happening. Any amount you donate will be greatly appreciated, but if I started getting just a $10 every week from like $1 from 10 people, 10 random people, that certainly opens floodgates of Steam sale games and putting me on the path where I can have just this large collection that I can pick the best of the best to play through. Still trying to get people to follow me on Google+, definitely. Seen no growth there. Still trying to get people to follow me on Twitter. I'm having some problems with Twitter, and I'll talk about them next episode, about how I've kind of realized Twitter is a almost useless service. And I'll explain that more next time. Still trying to get people to friend me on Steam. I don't know what the real problem hold up there is just if you subscribe and you're on Steam, friend me. Maybe I'm not looking at it right. I guess I'm not. Maybe people don't want random people that they don't really know on their friends list. So that might be part of it. Yeah. Frankly, that probably is all of it, isn't it? People just don't want people on their friends list that they don't really know. Anyways, if you want to friend me on Steam. Also, friend me on battle.net. Same thing goes up there, I guess. I'm still at 0 friends. I don't know why people would want to keep their friends list curated, but I imagine a lot of people will, and I kind of understand that. So, but those options are available to you. Still working on the outro so that I can stop saying all these things. That's just taking forever. And I guess that's it. So another kind of sleepy-headed episode. Sorry. I gotta really wake myself up before I start doing these episodes. I really do. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.